You've probably got some issues going on in your business or in your career that's taking up an awful, awful lot of your time. Every time you look at your bank account, you just get more and more and more frustrated. And you're wondering, when will this ever come to an end? You're feeling lost, you're feeling like a failure. And your business is not reflecting the amount of effort and time and all the rest of it. And your gifts is not reflecting back to you your gifts. Now, what if your business was actually quite magical? And it was your business's way of telling you that everything is your mirror, that everything that goes on within your business, everything that goes on within your life is actually a version of you. And it is showing you back, it is reflecting back, it is mirroring back, let's put it that way, what is going on in the inside of you, the patterns that you hold and what you are ready to get rid of. This is your intuition. When your business, when your careers, when your relationships, when something happens in your life, when your business, your career, your relationships, your health, when something comes up, it has everything to do with you. It has everything to do with the stories that you're telling. It has everything to do with the way you're feeling about life. It's everything to do with the people that you're in conflict with. It's everything to do with the fact that you believe that your business is misbehaving or that your body is misbehaving. When was the last time you told your story and somebody heard what was going on behind and they called you on it? When was the last time somebody was able to say to you, actually, this is what I'm picking up from you. Let's just see where that goes, and I'll feed back to you what is coming through for us intuitively. Because your soul is crying out for you to actually realize, understand, and see what's going on so that you can clear it once and for all. So, the people that you meet are a version of you. Consider that they are a reflection, a mirror of you. Your beliefs, your patterns, your stories, your successes, your failures. What if you could just surrender that and let that go? Your business, your career, your finances is a version of you. What if you could just slow down, notice who you're being, and consider the gift that it is that is showing up for you right now in your face, and step out of your own way and kind of go, right, okay. But sometimes you need someone to accompany you, to let you see what is going on. What is that story that I'm telling? More often than not, I'm saying, have you heard yourself? Have you heard what the story you're telling? Can you imagine why that is turning up in your life and why it feels so painful? Where's your breathing? Where's that landing on your body, which will show you that you have created it? So relationships can be some of the hardest things that you will ever deal with. But if you're in business, your business can be the hardest thing that you've ever dealt with. Okay? Because I keep getting this thing on my screen. Because it's the only way that your soul can communicate with you. If relationships are the hardest thing for you to deal with, and alongside that, your business is the hardest thing for you to ever deal with. It is the most spiritual journey you'll ever take. It is pulling you up by your bootstraps and it is stretching you over and over and over again because it is time for you to stop doing things in a certain way, thinking in a certain way, feeling in a certain way. It is time for you to outgrow that. So you go to an osteopath because you want to get fixed, because you want your skeleton realigned, because you want your muscles stretched, you want that massage. You go to a doctor, a dentist, you go to school, you go to the bank, you go everywhere else on the outside of you rather than coming into you and finding out what is really going on. You need someone to accompany you through when you have earth issues so that you can start to cope with life really, really well and that you can start to see your own patterns. So this week, to do with the dragon cards, we want to know that the world is responding to you. You alone. You are it. You are the one. The world is responding to you. The inside world creates your outside world. We say this every single week, but we just need to say this in a different way every single week. The confrontation happens. The career slides. The rug is taken out from under you when your business is not working anymore, or just when things just disappear from you. There is a character that you can step into rather than being down here and being in all the woe is me and the victim of it all. There is a character that you can step into that you're being asked to just like, will you just do it? Will you just get into that character? Will you just actually say the things? Will you do the things? And will you become that person so that we can navigate you around all of this rubbish that's going on in your life? And that is what we are going to be pulling cards on this week. We're going to be pulling messages from your soul this week and understanding exactly what it is that she wants to get through to you, exactly where she sees you, what she wants you to get rid of, so that you can start coping really, 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 really well with life. Your coping skills to refine what you're thinking. You get a new perspective. You can see the signs, you can see what's going on, you see the signs that are displayed in plain sight for you. I was with somebody this morning, and one of the things we often do is we ask before we go on the internet, before we listen to the radio, before we get in our car, before we open up YouTube, please show me what would be the best thing for me to understand right now. And it's not just angel numbers and things like that, though I have a different language with numbers. But it is the fact that around you, you have so much intuition, so much information coming towards you. So, coping with your life really, really, really well. What if you could have the coping skills to cope with life really, really well, so you could see through life's difficult, hard phases? Sometimes we've got hard phases to go through. The death of a relative, the death of your company, the death of a partnership, the death of living in a house that you loved living in. All these phases of your life are sometimes there because you've outgrown them. It's time to move forwards. It's time to do something different. What if you had somebody to accompany you who actually listened to you? When was the last time somebody actually listened to you, asked you the right questions, and really felt what was going on for you and could guide you to where that was happening within your body, so that you could see the body whispers, you could see the whispers from your soul, and you went, oh, that's what it's all about. That's why my boot is locked shut. That's why the boiler exploded. That's why the house won't sell. That's why I've got sciatica. All of that and so much more. That is what's coming. But first of all, we want to dive into this week's messages for you, because this is just this great way to start. We need to start and just say, soul, what is it that you want to show me this week? What is it that I need to know? So the theme this week, how can you create a life that is working out really, really, really well for you? How can you become one who's coping? You've got the coping skills to move things forwards. And that is the point. So we're moving into, let me see if I can find her. Okay, utopia. This is the theme that we're in right now. Utopia is a 5D. So we are being asked to move into 5D, meaning we're being asked to move into the utopian world. That means we're hovering off the surface of the world. We're lifted off the world as far as we've known it. We know that we are the creators. We know that we are the transformers. We know that we are the ones who will do the work and who will get and break through the boundaries and all these limitations that we've set up for ourselves. Utopia. So let's just see what cards come out of the deck this week so that we can start working and walking our way in this world, coping really well. You created coping skills that work really, really, really well for you, and they take you through life's hard patches. So that's the theme for this week. Let's just see, picking out card number 1. So I just wait until something flips out of it, like it did just then. And we're straight into, we're straight into sovereign. Oh, that is so brilliant. Sovereign is showing me, got glasses everywhere today. Look, I've got glasses on my head like a hairband, and I've got glasses on my face. Number 37. So one of the main messages from Sovereign is always how to become more connected with her. How you become connected is what Sovereign really wants you to know. It's a whole journey to become into utopia that we are inviting Sovereign in. And she is your soul. She is your connection to your soul. So when the dragons are talking about moving out of 3D to 5D, this is you are connecting in with your soul. You're seeing things from a different perspective. You're being accompanied through life's hard challenges. Her message today, number 37, feeling disconnected, or have you not asked for your soul's opinion? This is the work we do over and over and over again when you're being accompanied through your business or through the hard phases of life. Right. You'll make more of an impact on your environment when you know and attend to your soul's connection, and when you become aware that you have become adrift. If you could be there and you are feeling a little lost and, dare I say it, irritated, some things go wrong and turn out not as you wanted, could you have potentially been disconnected from your soul, not considering or reading your soul, your intuition? Could these truly be a state when you are connected and receiving a message that needs deciphered? So this week's theme is all about creating the coping mechanisms. We started this whole conversation with, you're probably in a situation. You're probably in a situation with your business, your career, a relationship, and you're thinking, how did it get like this? How did I get so frustrated that I don't want to look at my bank account? How did it get so frustrated that I don't want to talk to my partner? You're probably in one of those relationships now, situations now. But this is a message, this is the gift, and this is what you are receiving information, but you're looking at it as a problem rather than a gift. You have familiar patterns, symptoms, and feelings that you recognize when they appear. They turn up and cause havoc in your life just to nudge you, and they are showing you the way that calls you back to your soul. For you to remember who you are as a powerful creator, you get to alter the state and set up any situation as the creator. Symptoms rise up, physical symptoms in your body. Symptoms that hinder you from daily tasks so much that you cannot do your normal work. Two familiar situations occur in your relationships that you're like deja vu. It's like, my God, this happened in my last relationship as well. So you're in a pattern and you haven't broken out of that pattern. The reason it's coming up is because your soul, someone wants you to know your soul, is asking for your attention. Like, can you see what you're doing? Can you see the story that you're telling? Can you see the loop that you're still in? What else needs to come through there? All right, so very, very quickly then, this is very basic. So this is what my eye was drawn to. When you talk badly about your body, your relationships, your finances, when you talk about not having the things you want, the negativity that runs through your very soul of you, it is like the current of electricity with its own signature vibration. When you beat yourself up like that, you're beating up your own soul. Yes, she is really, really and wanting the very best for you to do well, to be happy has your back in everything. She does everything in your higher purpose and for your best interests. So even if the rug has been pulled out from under you, if the relationship's coming to end, you've outgrown it, if your car is breaking, if something's happening, these are the most delicious gifts. They don't seem like it at the beginning, but they most absolutely are. Have someone help you decipher those messages. What I'm offering is the 14-day manifest your business and your career and your life, and understand how you get so strong connection on the inside, how you get that connection in with your soul so that you can start understanding and really standing firm in your own energy and not being affected and influenced by everyone else. Thank you very much, Sovereign, for card and message number 1 today. Okay, let's choose now the message number 2. So yes, you are probably in a situation, it could be financial, it could be to do with relationships, it could be to do with something. And are you creating the skills so that you can navigate through this problem very, very swiftly and very easily? Card number 2. Mariola Umbike. Mariola Umbike. Okay, so the first one that popped out on the top there. Be beautiful. Bloom. Now, she's very playful, and she often says to us that we're just being too damn serious. Bloom is card number 2 this week. Bloom is very, very much about being playful. She's never been tamed. She's never been bonsaied. She's never been told what to wear, what to say, how to say it. She is wild, frivolous, and free. She says, set up your day to be the best possible experience that you can imagine. One of the main ways that I help people to change their circumstances is to set up their day. This can mean you're telling a new story, but this can also mean that you're settling into a feeling that has you knowing that something much better is available for you. So she says, Bloom says, you currently live your day and all day in your mind. When you set up your day, you feel yourself living with your dream at the forefront of your mind and in your mind's eye. You're in touch with your soul and you are with your essence. And then your day is arriving towards you. You are called from every single angle and you're aware of how you want to feel in your day, how you want to receive that feeling. Set yourself up to focus on your soul's dream today. It's as big as that. A lot of people will never grasp hold of that simple step or understand this aspect, but you do. And you have to start somewhere. When you wake up in the morning, be aware that you start looking for all the problems that you had yesterday. Be aware that you don't like your body. Be aware that you tell stories to yourself about, oh, I've got to go to work. I don't know where the money's coming from. I need extra money to pay for this. See what you're saying and start to set up things differently. One sentence, which is even better to just really get you clear on it, is what could be better than that? Start using simple ways to set up your day. I mean, you've heard the stories I tell about going to ecstatic dance and getting the exact music I wanted, getting a recording of it. And this is the way you set up your day. But most people, myself included, some days, we're a little bit lazy in our thoughts and we're not really bringing it to the forefront and asking, what is it that would be awesome today? Who do we want to meet? Who do we want to have conversations with? It's a complete turnaround from the way you think you need to do things and to get things done, or how you get what you want out of your day. Being able to set up your day is staying in the best possible energy and frequency, consciously focusing on your best possible intentions and outcomes. You are flowing with your best ideas, your very best consciousness, what is around you in your environment, as well as what is running through you, all put there by your souls and the spirituals for you to notice. So they put things in your path for you to notice, your career, your business, your relationships, your health, and you're like, what is this all about? What is going on here should be your first question. Why would you show me that? And start then listening for the intuitive answers that come back. Could be to do with a story you're telling. It could be to do with, you're letting someone else take your power. It could be to do with you just don't have any ambition. You don't have any intentions that you want to have with your business or your career. So in the 14-day workshop that I do, which is available at any time, you can dip into that at any time and really come out feeling very strong, knowing exactly who you are, what makes you tick, and how to set up your day. And that link will be in the bottom here today. So this is Bloom. Bloom is asking you to be more playful, more frivolous, more free, more serene with your life, so that everything you want can actually start coming towards you. And it will, because you start telling the story of it, what it is, the story that you want. Okay, so that was number 2. We're going to swiftly move on to card number 3. It is so hot in here. It's so hot in here. All right, card number 3. Using, oh, you turned upside down. Didn't even know who you were. There we go. All right, so the theme today, this is card number 3. Create yourself the coping mechanisms that really, really, really work so that you can start to manifest what it is that you want out of your own life. Message number 3, if you chose number 3, and I know quite a few if you did this week in all the different groups I post this, card number 8, Seraphina. She was the main matriarch dragon that I first met. She is very powerful. She is golden. And she's calling you today with this message. Aligned to the energy, you are a powerful conductor of energy. So the last card was about setting up your day. If you can set up your day and align in with that energy, you know who you need to become. You know who you need to be. It is just as simple and just as easy as that. Everything comes from you. The world responds to you, revolves around you. What was the first message I had there? Yes. What if the world is nothing more than a mirror? The relationships you have, the thoughts you have, the people you have, the work you have, the career you have, the health you have is nothing more than a mirror to how you believe things are possible for you. You have been through an era of seriousness, survival, and this has got you very stuck in routine and trying to figure out things and struggling, thinking and over-analyzing every little thing. You are far too precious to still be struggling like this. This is the time for aligning with playfulness, fun, and pleasure, and knowing that you are a powerful conductor of energy, which is needed to bring about your creations, and you don't go into that as much as you possibly could. You are a powerful conductor of energy. You feel energy. You produce and circulate energy. Just like the trees on the planet, similar conduits and connectors of energy, you are no different from the trees. You have your roots in the ground, and your body is a conductor that acts like a barometer of your energy. Using your imagination, you can alter and playfully change your character and develop a character for who you want to be in the next phase of your life. I don't mean setting up a fantastical character, but look, who are you wanting to be in the next step of your life? And become her. Become that version of you. How do you walk? How do you talk? This is a strong practice and can add in so many details to this character that you really want to see yourself become. You can also call this like quantum leaping. This means that you really know yourself really, really well, so that no one else's energy can interfere with you. No one else's thoughts can interfere with you. You become so strong in your own energy, no one else can influence or interfere with you. You can then ramp it up and you can start becoming the richer version of you, the more sought after version of you. You then become the happier, smiler, slimmer, funnier version of you. All of it comes from you. It's a game of changing the energy of how you feel. It's all a game of changing the energy's frequency. It's all a game of changing how you think. And to keep upgrading and upgrading how you feel, you keep practicing, you keep adding in more details, and you enjoy the fun of it all the time. It's a matter of playtime, playfulness, stepping into who you want to be. You pick a character and you be that character. That is card number 3 for this week. Thank you very much, Serafina, for that. And we're going to now dive into card number 4. Now, what I'm also offering you at the moment is it's a 14-day mini course of understanding how you manifest your life, how you manifest your business, your career, and how you make changes in your life so that you are manifesting. You've slowed the heck down. You're rewiring your mind. You're telling different stories about yourself. You're feeling different on the inside, and you are receiving your soul's guidance for you. She's pointing you in the right direction. You're listening to your body whispers. That is card number 4. So, card number 4 coming up. Here you go. Flippity flip, out of the packet she comes, and it is Raphael. Raphael number 24. Raphael is the silver dragon. He is very much about getting more details. So we've been talking in the last message about getting more details, and how you are to put yourself out there with more and more details, like setting up your day, aligned to the energy. This is all what this is all about. Take those glasses off. So card number 4 is Raphael. Raphael, silver, very, very powerful dragon, wanting more details from you. How do you manifest your life? Put in some more details. Keep upgrading, keep tweaking, keep turning up the volume. It is so tempting to view your life on earth in terms of success and failure, and pin a badge of pride to that for financials accumulated. And your rewards are directly received for a specific activity. Success on its own is to sow the seed. Sometimes it's not meant to go any further right away. So often as a human, we go, well, if I put this much effort in, if I just put this much work in, it equals that. I should earn that much money because that's what I've asked for. But sometimes we are so focused on just the money aspect and we're not focusing on what service are we providing, what's the whole reason why I'm here? How do I value my work? What could be better than this? That's why sometimes things don't come through quite as easily when you've outgrown that perspective, the money perspective. They're like, I deserve 1 and 1 equals 2. I deserve success. When you're seeking success, I'm going to say something now that's rather tricky. I give you permission. I give you permission not to seek success. I give you permission to be okay with no success. I give you permission not to have to prove yourself. I give you permission to be okay with failure. Feel how that feels in your body. You may fight that tooth and nail depending on where you are on your journey, but success has such a pushy effort, energy behind it. It is strangling the life out of you. There is a tendency to believe that maybe your desired services, products, projects are not compelling enough. You feel the pressure build up and expect to be rewarded for all your time, effort, and hard work that you've done. But because you've sown the seed, it is now anyone's personal choice from their free will and from their soul as to whether they move forward with it or not. There's an opportunity to investigate your underlying beliefs that lie behind that earthly success and how it feels to you. What does success look like? What does success feel like? Is it a little bit pushy and disgusting for you? Maybe you don't believe that you can do this for everybody that you come across, or that there's still really a need to be able to ask your soul and your spirit if this is the right project and product for you to work with right now. Feel if there is a soul-to-soul connection with the person. Feel into the spirit of your business. If you've ever thought about having a reading for your business, the spirit of your business is so conscious. It is so there, wanting to give you so much information back. So I'll put the link below in the titles as well for a business reading. Some seeds need to germinate for a while, need to feed, need to ferment, and however the seed is best grown. Seeds are seasonal. Some seeds need to be grown at a certain time. When I say seeds, think of that as the phase. Think of that as your business course. Think of that as a career. Think of that as sometimes things need to germinate. If you get an idea, sometimes that idea needs to germinate for a little bit. It needs to grow. It needs to sleep for a little bit, and then it's ready to come through. I remember when I used to get some intuitive ideas, I would jump on them straight away and think, why didn't they work? I mean, am I no good? Why is that happening? But lately, some of those ideas have been coming back to me, and I can see how I've matured and how I would present that course very, very differently. But it is very, very still much in my calling to create that as a course. You are here for a bigger reason than to continue in the old ways, where generations have been doing the same things in the same way over and over ad infinitum. Now you get to know and trust that your needs are fulfilled and you can create your own world and deliver your soul work, to sow seeds so that everyone else has the possibility and is available, that they can see that they can also create out of practical magic. Things that have never been created before. We talk about new inventions, new novels, new films, new methods of coaching, new ways of loving and living. This is the new paradigm. Welcome to the new world. And we keep turning it up and we keep refining it and we keep taking it further and further and further. Raphael is never finished with the details. So that was card number 4 for you this week. There's been a challenge going on. There's been a mini course going on in one of my groups, which is called 14 Days to Manifest Your Business. So within these groups, 14 days to manifest your business, your career, so that you can slow the heck down. You can rewire your mind and you can let your soul come through with divine guidance that is there for you. You can start to listen to the divine guidance. You build up such a strong relationship with yourself. You build up such a trusting relationship with your soul because you're allowing her to onboard, you're allowing her to come through. And as she comes through, she starts to speak to you and she starts to send you signs. And now you start to understand what those signs look like. I had a really funky day the other day and I was like, what on earth is going on? And then I remembered, oh, I always feel really off and really funky and things are not working out. The day before, things become crystal clear for me. And that's what these courses and things are all about that I'm bringing to you. If you have any questions about your reading, if you want to take any of your readings any further, if you want an intuitive reading on your business or your career, this is what I'm here for. My name is Fiona Robertson. I am an intuitive, and I'm helping you to understand that you have connection with your soul far easier and far better than you ever imagined. So, love from me this week. Have an awesome, incredible week, and I shall see you again on the other side next week.